Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you very much for tuning in to my latest KvK, and here we matched up with Kingdom 472 and Kingdom 495. Certainly not the greatest of matchups, but starting things off with a double whammy, we've got Loco's rally just released there, and we also have a Shiro rally that I think we are going to see hitting first, but this guy is 224 million might with a Loco rally shooting towards him. But first, before that one hits, we are going to see a Shiro rally smack into someone that I believe was tile hitting at roughly the same time. So it's nice that we can fill two rallies at the same time nice and early, and not only that, get them carpeted to their destinations. And boom, the fire burns on that one. Let's have a look. Not the biggest of drops in the world, a 1.6 million red, so not bad at all, to be honest. No beds, and he certainly did not want that one, that is for sure. A 22 million might drop. And just looking back in time to have a look at this Loco rally come smashing in, 224 million might, dropping him down lovely. A 53 million might drop, 1.1 million reds, and I'm hitting that Gryphon, using it wisely, getting those troops home as soon as possible so I can teleport over to this target, because now he is looking good to give it a whack with some infantry. And if I'm nice and quick, using that Gryphon to be even quicker, hopefully I can be one of the first to hit a solo in there, because it looks like he is in trouble and he is going to get zeroed at this point. And just about switching into infantry talents as that solo comes marching in. I was very excited to look at this one, a 16.5 million might drop, 1.2 million reds, and whatever was left got mopped up. And it was just a beautiful way to kick off the KvK. A 224 million might player dropped down to 176, and of course I wish him all the best. And moving on swiftly, we have a tracker set on someone that has capped a SM player. He is 173 million might, and it looks like he doesn't want to take any more hits. It's a bit interesting, he hasn't released the leader. You'd think he would do that just to try and say, look, please don't hit me, if he doesn't want to get hit that badly. So it looks as if he's random relocating for his life. We're looking to get that rescue mission solos in there. We're not really scared, especially in a dead matchup. We will all chuck out the solos, even if it means we'll all get capped. So 3 arrows instantly coming in, Drakey and Hardy porting in as well. I'm coming in absolute slowpoke as always, sending in a range march. Kinda confused why he stopped random relocating, but I guess he just maybe ran out. And by the time my solo gets in there, he is already zeroed down to 140 million might. So again, not the biggest of drops, but a sweet little 30 million might drop, and just some more juicy points really early on in KvK. And moving on, as you can see, I was doing a Gryphon trap, and well, trying to do a Gryphon trap, but mostly my own kingdom coming over and farming me. And I did have one guy from the enemy kingdom sending a couple of marches of T3. I was hoping he was going to send some T4, but before that could happen, I got tidal tightened away. So I thought I couldn't make it any more obvious. Let's see how stupid these guys really are. I ported straight back in to the same spot moments after he scouted me again, and this guy starts sending T5 and his leader. There it is, 57k guards, 100k T5 range, and I was really gobsmacked. His troops definitely deserved to die at this point, and I was happy to kill them. It's always pretty lame trapping your own kingdom, but I'm going to teach this guy a lesson. I'm going to cap this T5 player. Always fun to gobble up some T5 troopers. It's pretty crazy just how careless that is. Someone getting tidal tightened away and then you're still sending your T5 troopers at them. It's just crazy. So I'm going to hit that homeward bind, random relocate away, and I'm really curious to see if I can cap here, and I do. So I've just capped a T5 player, a leaderless. I didn't take the leader out of the shelter. I wasn't the correct formation. So he's come into my cav front line. Of course, he isn't speed gear, but he was sending his leader. He was sending 50k inf, and I think, yeah, 100k range and 215k imp. So a bit of a mixed solo, only doing 2.4 million might drop and a 15.4 million might drop for him. And this is the damage I managed to do to the enemy kingdom. Not much, but I'll take that considering the such poor matchup. And really, as a Gryphon trap, you've got to take everything you are given, especially in these quieter KvKs. And moving on, we have a rally lead best known in my opinion as Butters. He seems to change his name every other day, so by the time I post this video he probably would have changed his name again. But Butters coming in with this one, my gorgeous little pew pew, and I think a couple of others from SizeMatters have been capped on this 150 mil castle, I don't know. SizeMatters being crazy, I'm snatching onto this one, recording it, and we're gonna see what's happened. So we of course are hoping to see that beautiful fire burn, and it does. 4.6 million casualties in that battle, 60 something million might drop, so a beautiful hit. A 58 million might drop, 4.2 million reds. Get rickety wrecked. A beautiful hit. Rest in peace T2 infantry. Some really brutal losses in that report there, and leaving him at 99 million might. An awesome hit from Butters and great job from SizeMatters. And moving on, finally I've got someone sending their leader at the Gryphon. Unfortunately, he is 850 million might. Most guilds would not even dream of rallying that, whether he is leaderless or not. SizeMatters, being my beautiful SizeMatters, are not going to even hesitate. As long as I can capture that leader, we are going to rally this guy. So 857 million might. And not only is he sending his leader in that first march, he is also sending some T5 as well. So I know that not only is this guy a fatty at 800 mil, he has also got T5 unlocked. So this is crazy. We are going to do it anyway. Hitting that homeward bind, random relocating away, capturing that leader, whacking on an anti. And if you were quick enough, as I pulled the troops home, as you can see there in the chat, the rally on the 850 mil guy was already set by Flinty, so an amazing set there. Hardy coming in and setting another rally on one of the other victims, but I only got some T2 damage. But I don't mind other people from the guild setting on other victims, because you never know, the damage could be good and we could run it. So this guy losing some T5, 150k wounded and even 50k dead, and some more damage done. But still, at 800 mil plus, he really should be able to take this leaderless, especially with the help from his guild. And in situations like this, where we get this one chance in this pretty boring matchup to rally this Gryphon victim, we are going to take it. He's a T5 player, he's 800 mil, but it doesn't look like his guild are helping him. He's leaderless, he's in Fury, and he is going to take this Flinty rally whether he likes it or not. So the rally is marching now. 820 million might. He random relocates away, he takes it. He does actually cap Flinty, but it's not a good cap. 159 million might, so he almost lost as much might as we did in that rally. So crazy might drop. A 6 million killed and injured troops in that battle. So he's lost at least 3.7 million troops and still managed to cap. So he's still got Fury. We're going to be coming in with this next rally. He's now 760 million might. PJC, an absolute beast, coming in hoping to rescue Flinty. And considering we have already seen that massive hit coming in from Flinty with that ridiculous might drop despite getting capped, I can't see he's going to take this one well, and he doesn't. The fire burns, that glorious fire burns at 38.9 million might drop. PJC coming in and causing 2.3 million reds, a glorious hit from SizeMatters once again. And if this is to be the only Gryphon victim, and I'm going to spoil it now, this is the only Gryphon victim that we managed to rally. And it really was a go hard or go home situation, so we're going to be jumping in and chucking him some love. He definitely deserves it, forcing him to shield on the third rally that never hit. Surprise, surprise. So when he came over, he found the Gryphon at 857 million might, and we gave him the slim fast SizeMatters style free of charge, dropping him down to 729 mil. And moving on, we have a 252 million might target in Fury. So despite it being a quiet matchup, we did have some fun just snatching on to anything we could find that was in Fury. and we were just willing to die at any moment. So random relocating away, taking that Shiro rally and not taking it well. A 51.9 million might drop, a massive 2.8 million reds, a rearranging his comp, and I'm pretty sure these guys did finish the 0 later on in KvK, finding him once again, but unfortunately I didn't manage to record that. But nevertheless, I'm glad I got to witness this massive hit from the legend Shiro. And moving on to the next clip, we have Ego, and this guy Ego is rallying, actually was farming me with T2. I moved out of the way, and then another guy from our kingdom, nothing to do with SizeMatters, actually put out a camp, and this guy went and got capped on that camp. The guy recalled the camp, it was a trap. A guy ported in and capped his leader. Ego saw it, and now he has got a rally burning this guy, as you can see, hitting him off of the forest. A 61 million might drop, 2.8 million reds, a glorious hit, and a big shout out to this guy. He was a big ChaCha fan. He said after I moved with the T2, he said, "I knew it was you, ChaCha." And now, unfortunately, it did lead to him getting rallied, but I hope he's still a ChaCha fan. I wish him all the best with the rebuild, and we really were thankful for the points. And honestly, he was really humble, he took it really well, and an absolute legend, so I really do wish him well. And moving on, we have a rally from my man Hardy. And moving into the last few hours of KvK, we really didn't expect to find a target like this, so we're hoping at 270 plus mil in familiar gear that we don't see that gear change. He's got an anti-scout and he ate a test march, so we just set a YOLO rally. Hardy is hoping to see this fire burn, and we are just trying to milk this KvK as much as possible as this rally comes marching on in. And at this point, Hardy really not worried about getting capped, not that he ever is, to be honest, and the fire burning regardless. A 64 million might drop, a massive red count, a disgusting amount of T3 and nowhere near enough T2, so a crazy troop comp once again. A beautiful find from Hardy and a lovely job from all of SizeMatters. 2.2 million reds, some vital pointage in the right direction. And I was a very sleepy boy, waking up really early for the notification on this one, but a very happy boy to join in and knocking him down to 190 million might. Of course, I wish him all the very best. And moving on, we have a solo trap, clearly in a world of trouble as 6 people from SizeMatters pour in. Another attacks from half a world away, Pete getting capped, some more solos coming in and getting capped, a couple maybe smoking and walked home. It's hard to see amongst all of the chaos. All I know, 77 million might now, the fire burning, some people walking on home, and Flinty getting a hit in there just at the end, but the bubble popping up, so he was 93 mil plus, and now he is in his bubble 66 mil. And I have to say a big shout out to him for giving it a go, taking that many hits. Maybe we caught him a little bit off guard, so 10.9 million troops on the first walk back. Maybe he had more than that, capping a few before that first walk back. So a 2.6 million reds on that hit, 7.2 million survived, really putting a dent into his comp. So he definitely should have shielded a little bit earlier, taking 1.2 million reds on the next hit, 5.9 million survived, and again a real rearrangement on his comp. But like I say, fair play to him, he could have random relocated a lot sooner, maybe even shielded a lot sooner, and Flinty coming in regretting that cav march, but still causing a little bit more damage to that comp. And never ever when I started recording that did I think he was going to take that many hits, so it was really quite impressive and very fun to watch, knocking him down to 66 million might, and he has certainly got some rebuilding to do. So let's have a look at these results. 922 million guild score, a pretty fat score considering the matchup. Let's have a look at the kingdom. So no first in the kingdom for ChaCha. Drakey and Shiro coming in that top 10. The guild rankings, I got 4th and 17th on the big ChaCha, and a great job from everyone at SizeMatters. really was an incredible performance to pull through and get that amazing guild score despite the slightly quiet matchup. So Frostwolf Clan getting first in the world, a big shout out to them, and SizeMatters getting 23rd in the world, a very respectable performance indeed. Thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like and subscribe, and no doubt I'll see you soon.